Hey guys, my name is Terrence, and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into the fourth episode of my podcast titled Watch Members of a Pseudo-Secret Society Gang Stalking Their Target. Now, my viewers, not only am I a target for these narcissists, but I'm also a U.S. Army veteran who retired in 2020. And today, I am totally committed. I'm totally committed to the task of shining light on the realities of gang stalking in America. Now, with that said, I'm going to show you a few episodes of me getting, or shoot a few videos rather, of me getting stalked. And what you're about to see, guys, is a female gang stalker waiting for me to exit a building before driving away. But before she did it, she wanted to make sure that I saw her. Now, check this out. And that is how the pseudo-secret society serve their master, guys, by targeting others in the name of misplaced loyalty. And also how they fight law-abiding citizens psychologically with impunity across the United States. Now, make no mistake, this is a spiritual war. And these people are host to dark powers, who, by the way, because of their actions and affiliations, have caused many decent people to commit suicide, resort to violence, alcoholism, drugs, depression, and destructions of, many families. But as for me, they will never get the pleasure of celebrating my downfall in any, in any of their sick little narcissistic celebrations or whatever their favorite pastime is. Also, guys, these crimes that I'm talking about, these crimes will never make it to the headline. You'll never see it in the headline news. You'll never see it in the news because no one wants to shine light on this evil, as it is reserved for those with power. Like alcohol, which is a drug that is legally sold to the public, so is gang stalking. It is a crime that many people knows about, but one which will never be prosecuted because it is protected by those in shiny suits and who are also drunk on hypocrisy and narcissism, excuse me. Now, in the next video, guys, you will see the driver of a black SUV waiting for me to leave my son's school. And as soon as I did, the demon proceeded to follow me. And by the way, I've, I've seen that person before. I've seen her. It's a woman, and most likely a lover of burgers, might I say. Probably one with a hearty appetite. And I got my personal reasons for making that statement. Matter of fact, she intentionally missed her turn just to tail me. And later, as you will see, guys, a witness came into view. Because in their world, which is completely different from ours, success is considered the total destruction of people, families, and whatever makes them jealous. Now, if you look carefully, you will see the witness for the black SUV stalking me, hoping to elicit that negative emotion that would see me off to jail. My viewers, these are the worst. These are the worst of the worst among us. These are true demons, and very, very sick ones too. But I will never fall for their tricks. I never will. Check this out. And that is how they shamelessly attack Americans across this country, guys. Every day. Some of them are your best friends, but you'll never know that because they are too ashamed to say what they truly are and or what they truly does in their spare time. Now, for those of you who have never been stalked before, here are a few things or some of the things that they like to do. And like I said before, they are taught on how to execute these maneuvers. For example, they'll drive aggressively towards your vehicle's bumper before slowing down, only to maintain like 50 to 100 meters distance between vehicles, yours and theirs. I mean, any and everything that they can use to get the target's attention is in play. It's all about using psychological warfare to elicit those negative emotions, uh, uh, to get the targeted individual to lose control of themselves and go to jail, attack others, or take out themselves. But too bad for them. You know, their little antics is nothing more than entertainment for me. Now, here is Beavis number three. Here is Beavis number three, and the witness for the black SUV that I was talking about. Also, you will see me executing a U-turn and the criminal doing the very same thing, while maintaining a 50 to 100 meters behind me. Here we go. And that is how these people gang stalk others in America, guys. But you know what? I would prefer for them to stalk me instead of a veteran who is not mentally prepared for this type of attack. You see, I am all about this game, and I am winning. I mean, it's me alone against hundreds, if not thousands, of these little mentally deranged deviants. But then, to be honest, I would be a fool to not acknowledge God's prevailing protection for me against this demonic horde. Guys, that is what the underbelly of any good society looks like. You see, nothing is perfect. And that, what you just saw, is imperfection at its best. Now, here in the next video, you will see a stalker that I am too familiar with, my viewers. This one, repeatedly, over the past several weeks, while stalking me, crosses the yellow separating line in the middle of the road to get my attention. That's one of their favorite things to do, drive in the middle of the road. It's psychological warfare at its best, guys. It's supposed to be that one thing that nags you. Initially, when they just started, before I got educated on the game, I was a little irritated by their actions. But today, I am totally, totally ironclad. And to be honest, they are a big joke to me. Now, like I said, they'll do anything to get your attention. I guess that that guy, he was not very creative, because that's the only thing that he was doing. He was not very creative, and therefore had run out of tricks, to get my attention. I guess that he's a one-trick pony stalker. But then they all do the same thing, like I said earlier. They all straddle the yellow line at times, because they are all trained by the same set of narcissists. But this one does it most. Here we go. And that is what you call committing the same crime over and over again with impunity, guys. And that guy is just another one that should be retrained, because he's lacking the necessary skill to retain or to remain a hateful, effective stalker. He needs to be retrained. To be honest, guys, they're like a joke to me. Now, when I see them, I just laugh. Now, here in the next video, and sadly, you will not see an SUV which was parked about 100 meters to my right and out of sight of my fixed camera, because my camera is attached to my vehicle, so I can't like pick it up and just move it to the left and right. I was using the camera in my truck that day, and so this guy, as soon as I made that left, he was to my right. He started speeding towards me as I made that turn, but then when he came into sight of my camera, he slowed down, as you will see. Him or her, whatever that person is, even though they could not, they could have passed. They didn't want to. They just want to slow down. They just want to get my attention. They want me to see that they are following me, and which is, like I said earlier, psychological warfare. That's what they use to destroy people's lives. Um, and here we go, guys. So you see, the irony of all this, guys, the irony of all this craziness is that they are convinced, and this is the irony, they are convinced that they control me, when in fact, the reality is quite the opposite. And that is because I am actually in control of them. You see, I live rent free in these people's head. And I also control their every move. For example, whenever I hit the road, they do the same. And like my personal pets, They follow me around like dogs on a leash. Thank you, U.S. Army, for that awesome Master Resilience course. You see, because of that course, I get to laugh at these deviants every day. And one of my favorite, very favorite names for them is the Beavis Gang, which is exactly why I could never act out of character and butt heads with them. Now, in the next video, you will see a gang stalker in the wild pulling up to my vehicle and rolling down his window. He was mad because I caught him stalking me. You know, usually they are very disciplined. And so this guy was just an anomaly and a freak aside, might I say it, in the world of, gang stalking. He should be ashamed of himself. He needs to be retrained in a heart of hate. And here we go, guys. And that is how gang stalkers do it, guys. You see, I believe that they get a high from stalking others. And I hope they overdose on it. And by the way, my viewers, I used to work with some of these people in the military. And I can say without a doubt that most of them are truly, truly immoral. And I mean, they cheat on their significant other, guys. And I would never lie to you. For some reason, these folks cheat on their significant others more than any other folks. I have no doubt, guys. To be honest, I have no doubt that these weirdos are carrying the bunny rabbit syndrome. I mean, these folks are very promiscuous. And I'm not surprised because with narcissism comes immorality, disloyalty, and everything that is wrong with our society. Now, in the next video, guys, in the next video, you will see a gang stalker waiting for me at an intersection. On my street, by the way. And as soon as I got close enough, it reared its ugly head like a king snake. And here we go. That is how they do it, guys. These are not only wicked people, they are the weakest. They are also the weakest among us and are shameless, might I say, ruthless and rotten to the core. Now, here in the next video, you will see a Burgundy truck parked on a street across from my location, from where I was parked at a light. And as soon as I pulled up, guys, the criminal pulled away from the curve. But the stalker that got my attention most at that light was the one who swore an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies. Because that guy had stalked me several times previously. Now, as I pulled away from the light, he began to follow me. You know, the Burgundy truck that had gone in the opposite direction, but this guy began to follow me. And his license plate said it all, guys. Here we go. Check it out. Now, now you see why I stated in one of my previous episode that they should never the government should never have allowed them to join the military, right? Because here is a disabled veteran literally committing a crime. He's supposed to be an honorable person. He has those plates on his car because he retired from the military honorably. But there's nothing honorable about him. He's a criminal and a liar and a disloyal, very disloyal person. He's stalking someone who served with him. And that was not his first or second time, guys. You see, we both, like I said before, we both took the same oath. Probably been to the same combat zones multiple times. But he was more loyal to an organization which he decided to join while serving in order to get along, in order to get ahead of his peers in the military. And a lot of them does that. They join that organization to get a foot up on their peers. A lot of them don't make it based on merit. Trust me, I know this. And might I say, these people are the typical self-centered types, guys, that most service members are well aware of. And my hope is that one day, Congress will authorize a body to investigate, vet, and remove them from the military because they are a gang of thugs. Now, here is a gang stalker, guys, in his company vehicle, pulling up to my street as I took my child to school at 7 in the morning, which is what you call a early bird stalker. Right? It's a early bird stalker. So what you're about to see is the thug waiting for me to return also. I mean, these guys, they'll do anything to get the target's attention. But, regrettably, what I did not get to record was that criminal pulling away when I returned home from dropping off my child because of that fixed camera. I got to do something about it. So it was kind of sad that I didn't get to see him pulling away, you know. They're all trained. These people are all trained by the same people, guys, who belong to their club. They're very bad people, guys. Very, very bad people. True terrorists. True terrorists. These people are bad people. Yeah, can you imagine joining an organization that gang stalk its own citizens? I honestly never knew that this type of craziness existed in this awesome country. But there are real evil people among us, guys. Narcissists. In other words, they will poke you with a knife and laugh about it because they're numb to that which is right, good, and wholesome. Deviants. My viewers, my advice to you, please stay away from these people, police officers. I can't say this enough. Prison officials, military guys, especially them guys in the military, because I know, like I did, you guys swore an oath, right? So if you swore an oath and you're gonna turn around and attack your people, it doesn't have to be with a weapon now. Psychologically, a lot of these people that they're attacking are committing suicide. They're attacking them psychologically. Then that is considered a betrayal of the trust that the American people has given to you. That's a betrayal of the trust of the people. They're criminals. They're terrorists. My thing to you guys: don't marry. Do not go on any date with these people. Do not marry them because they will gang stalk your behind if you divorce and take their money or properties in the process. They'll gang stalk you. I've been doing my research, and that is something that they do a lot. You want to go ahead and marry them? Go ahead. But you better stay with them. Now that brings me to the end of this episode. See you again this Sunday, guys. Or see you again next Sunday. Um, but in the meantime, I will be releasing some short clips during the week. Right? So please share, like, and subscribe, and may God continue to bless you and your families. Take care, much blessings, and stay cool.